Hey athletes, what's going on? Branch Brown here, physical therapist and wellness coach with Get Your Fix Physical Therapy, Get Your Fix Nutrition, CrossFit coach with CrossFit Majestic, and I work with CrossFitters and runners to get you from injury to PR in 8 to 12 weeks. Excuse me. So, still working on the Behind the Training Scenes series, and today I wanted to talk about nutrition. So, we've addressed mobility, we've addressed accessory work, we've kind of talked about my warm-up. Today I want to get into nutrition, and I won't get into the specifics of what I do necessarily. We'll get into it a little bit, but ultimately I want to address why this has helped and how it can help you if you dial in your nutrition. So for me, it kind of started as an experiment a couple years ago. My training had kind of plateaued, and so I figured or I shouldn't say my training plateaued. I didn't increase my training, my performance hadn't changed, and so started looking at my nutrition a little bit and seeing if we could play around with that. And just started experimenting with some things and seeing what I could create. And so through that, I played with my total calories, I played with my macros, and I really got it dialed into what works for me performance-wise. And for me, I'm not full keto by any means, but I definitely am lower carb compared to the other ratios, definitely higher fat ratios. And that's what that's what works really well for me. I tend to burn more fats than I do carbs when I train, or at least that's how my body feels afterwards for what I need to replenish, and seems to do really, really well with that. But that's just me. Don't take my word for what will work for you, as every body is different. Everyone responds to different things. So, but for me, lower carb, a little bit higher fat ratios is what works really well. So, why is this important? How did this help me? Why did this help me? First and foremost, it improved my body composition. So, it got me leaner. It took off some of the body fat and kept that muscle there, and actually helped me gain muscle. And so, we dropped my overall body fat percentage. I essentially put on more muscle, so therefore I was stronger. Put on a little more weight because muscle weighs more naturally. So it did affect my speed a little bit, but at the same time, that added muscle, that added strength helped with my skill work, and actually has helped improve my gymnastics. Now, with that said, that is a fine line there, as I've had some fellow athletes who have gained strength and actually gained muscle, caused a little bit of a decrease to their gymnastic skills because of that extra weight. So there is a fine line when it comes to gymnastic skills. With that said, as a CrossFitter, you want to be very well-rounded, well-versed, and so you kind of want to have everything evened out, not amazing at one thing and awful at the other. So ultimately, increasing my muscle, increasing my strength helped with my lifts, it helped with my skills. It decreased my speed a little bit when it comes to running, but I'm still pretty solid there, so not a huge deal. So basically improving that body composition basically helped improve that performance naturally by those changes. So since then, I've just kind of kept my nutrition dialed in. I've maintained that. I'm pretty on point with it, especially Monday through Friday especially. Saturdays are my days I let myself get a little bit off if I decide to go out for dinner or something like that. But Sundays I'm back on point usually for the most part. So ultimately with nutrition, for me, I'm pretty solid Sunday through Friday. Saturdays is my debatable day. But because of the way the body works, it actually works out okay to have that one kind of free day in there. So if you have any specific questions on me and my nutrition and how what I've done specifically, I'd be definitely happy to answer any of those questions for you. You can comment on here with those questions, or feel free to message me directly through Facebook Messenger, and I'd be happy to have a conversation with you. And if you want any help with your nutrition, definitely reach out to me as well. I'm happy to help you with that. So hope you're having an amazing day. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.